Hey everyone, this is Pete, and welcome back to Amiga A to Z, a series of short playthroughs of games for the Commodore Amiga. Today's game is Edd the Duck, which was a 1991 release from Zeppelin's full-price brand Impulze, designed by David Taylor, produced by Ian Copeland with music by Adam Gilmore. Now, Edd the Duck, if you're unfamiliar, was a mascot character on the BBC's daily children's BBC segment, appearing alongside presenters Andy Crane and Andy Peters. Edd the Duck was always presented as a rather cheeky, rambunctious sort of character who had a rivalry with the perpetually off-screen Wilson the butler, who only ever appeared as a pair of arms coming in from the side of the screen. The character was also obsessed with the children's TV programme Blue Peter, and supposedly wished to become a presenter of the series. The Edd the Duck video game was released on a variety of platforms, initially Commodore 64, Amstrad CPC and ZX Spectrum, then ported to Amiga a year later. The Amiga version is widely regarded as an absolutely terrible game, a bit of a Rainbow Islands rip-off, with Amiga Power calling it one of the most primitive attempts at a platform game we've ever seen. So, is it really that bad? Let's go play Edd the Duck. Okay, here we are with Edd the Duck and Wilson 2 from Impulze, licensed by BBC Enterprises Limited. Not expecting a ton from this game, but you know, there's always the scope to be pleasantly surprised. And certainly the people behind it have pedigree, shall we say. Impulze, if you're not familiar, was one of the they were a full price label of Zeppelin games who put out a bunch of really good budget price games on 8-bit platforms in particular, but they sort of struggled a bit to adapt to the 16-bit age, I think. And so there were quite a few games that they did which felt a bit 8-bit on 16-bit platforms, if you see what I mean. And that's certainly evident in this game here. So in Edd the Duck, your job is to ascend the level and collect all the stars. While avoiding various foes. Whoops. Very inconsistent speed going on at the minute. You see, it starts very fast like that, but slows down as soon as like a couple of extra sprites appear on the screen. It's actually more manageable at the slower speed. Whoops. And so Eddie's armed with these snowballs, I think they are, which temporarily put enemies out of action. Oh, that's impossible to avoid. Yeah, that temporarily stuns the enemies. But unlike in stuff like Bubble Bobble and the like, you can't then hit the enemies while they're stunned to get rid of them. Oh no. Cut. Game over. Right, if you just bear with me a minute, I'm just going to check the settings on the A500 Mini just to make sure that this isn't running too fast. So I'll be right back. No, that is seemingly the inconsistent speed that this game is supposed to run at. So let's give it another go. Weather Department, Episode 1. Oh, I got slightly clunky controls as well, which is not helping. Sometimes you just sort of tap the button and it doesn't register. And you see there's Wilson's hand up there in his white glove. Oh no! Take 3. So, like I was saying at the beginning, I feel like Zeppelin / Impulze kind of struggled to adapt to the 16-bit age and sort of the more complex types of games that people were starting to expect and demand. So, I feel like on an 8-bit platform, this game would have been perfectly acceptable. But on a 16-bit platform, oh no! On a 16-bit platform as it is, it feels a little bit basic, and that inconsistent frame rate doesn't help either. It's like if it all ran at the same speed, that'll be fine. But when it's sort of speeding up and slowing down as you play, by quite a significant margin, it makes it quite difficult to do stuff. So at least it doesn't reset your level progress every time you die. And at least the enemies do move on predictable patterns. Oh no! Is this going to be one of those episodes where I fail to clear even the first level of a game? Who knows? I believe that's supposed to be Michael Fish there. Because you see, he's a fish. Oh no! Oh, a checkpoint. My goodness me. Not a terribly helpful checkpoint, but a checkpoint nonetheless. This is really hard. And not for the right reasons. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't think it's like the worst game ever or anything like that. I think that's hyperbole. It's not great. But it's also far from the worst platform I've ever seen. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, so smash these fuckers. Hop up here, deal with Michael. Drop down there, grab that. Look at this, I'm developing a strategy. And hop over here, grab that one. Avoid the teddy bear, grab that one. Alright, we've already matched our previous performance, but how do you get up there? Doesn't seem to be enough space. Like if you jump from here, you can't get high enough. And if you jump from here, you can't go far enough. I don't think. Nope. This could be a problem. This could be a real problem, actually. Oh. Obviously. Obviously, you jump right into the middle of the platform in the middle. Because that makes perfect sense. There's about 1 million enemies up ahead as well. That's some sadistic enemy placement right there. Alright, so hop up there, hop up here. There we go. Spuff on the teddy bear. Oh, these controls are not precise enough for single block wide platforms. Oh no! Oh, you are kidding me. Oh! Annoying. But not awful. But not awful. Annoying but not awful is the best thing I can say about Edd the Duck for Amiga at the moment. Right, up here. Oh! Why? The annoying thing is, well, one of the annoying things is, I'm pretty sure that in the sections where the frame rate is faster, I think the sort of hidden time is on the enemies when you spuff on them also go faster. So, like, I'm pretty sure it's tying game logic to frame rate. So when things are moving quickly, it means that they recover from you attacking them more quickly as well. Alright, go on then. No, actually, let's cross the middle, hop over there, because if you've scrolled up the screen enough, that enemy doesn't spawn, which is good to know. Can we hit Michael Fish from here? We can. There we go. Alright. Now we're getting it. No! Oh, god damn it. I want to, at the very least, finish this first level. Because it feels possible. It feels possible. Which is just about the faintest praise you can give a game, I think. Ooh, the first level feels like it's possible to complete. Either that or I've just played enough of this sort of bullshit by this point that I'm actually genuinely getting better at them. Oops. You will notice that my Edd the Duck skills are noticeably improving as we play through. No! As we play through this, he says, falling down a gap. Ow! Well, I'm glad there's no time limit. Let's put it that way. I'm glad there's no time limit. Right, up here. Spuff on Michael Fish's face. Spuff on the teddy bear. Spuff on Michael Fish once again. Oh, that's awkward. You do at least seem to have a variable jump height, which is nice. And I was half expecting those icicles to kill me, but thankfully they do not. Let me You stand on that? Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. No, they don't kill you. That is a small mercy. Spiky icicles do not kill you. Oh, this is awkward though. This is very awkward. I am glad to see, however, that shooting a stunned enemy resets their stun timer. Which makes the timing a little bit easier. Why couldn't I stand on that platform? Is that not a oh no! Oh no! Oh. Well, at least we got a checkpoint. At least all we have to do now is get back up here. The little hop down there. Oh no! Right, have some. You can stand on that one. Good, that makes things easier. No. No, it doesn't. Come on, up. Up. Oh no! Air control is proving my downfall. Alright, jump. No, hitting the ceiling is proving my downfall. Okay. Oh, that's awkward. Spuff. Grab. There we go. The old spuff and grab. I've done it! The director's happy. We'll call that a wrap. You've finished the level avoiding the traps, but you can't stop now. There's more to be done. Wilson still waits, so off you must run. Is that supposed to rhyme? Yes, it does. The director's happy. We'll call that a wrap. You've finished the level, avoiding the traps. But you can't stop now. There's more to be done. Wilson still waits, so off you must run. Trudy, literary genius. And now we get another level of the weather department. Because why would you make just one level with the graphic set when you can make several? Right, more of these bees to deal with. Okay. Getting the hang of this. Slowly getting the hang of this. Like I say, it is awkward and it is annoying, but it's not awful. Like, some of its controls and mechanics are a bit clunky, but they work. It is a functional platform game. Although that variable frame rate thing is a problem. Because it makes it artificially difficult at times. Oh no. Some sound effects wouldn't go amiss either, but I guess they prioritise the music. Which is fine, because there are only so many sound channels to play with, but, you know. Oh. See there, that was the frame rate messing with me. Now, I fully accept that the frame rate thing might be something to do with the A500 Mini, rather than it being on the original Amiga, but I've got the A500 Mini set up in such a way that it does provide authentic speed. Because out the box, I found that it was running way too fast on a lot of games. So I went through and made sure that everything was running the speed it's supposed to be running. So I don't think it's that. I also haven't changed any settings which would make it run faster or too fast or anything like that. So I think it's just the way the game's programmed. Alright, let's have one more go before we wrap up for today, because you know what? I'm not having a terrible time with this game. I was sort of half dreading this, expecting to I was sort of half dreading this game, expecting to handle it as a sort of joke game, but it's not awful. It's not awful. Is it a good Amiga game? Again, I've seen worse. I've genuinely seen worse. Which again, I know isn't great praise, but in an era when there was a lot of crap around, I don't feel like you can call this like one of the worst games ever or anything like that. Perhaps I'm being generous. Perhaps I'm being generous. But you know what? Who cares? Who cares? If there's one thing I've learned over the years, the last decade or so in particular, it's that if there's something that is commonly regarded to be terrible, someone, somewhere, will usually be able to find value from it. And if that's the case, then that thing really isn't terrible. It just means that it's not to the taste of a lot of people, which is fine. It's when people conflate "this is not for me" with "this is awful" that I get a bit annoyed. Because it means that people who might enjoy certain types of experience end up getting put off trying them at all in the first place, simply because someone said they were bad. Oh no! I said one more go. One more go. Like I said, I'm not having an awful time. I'm not having an awful time. I'm actually finding this quite surprisingly compelling and enjoyable. And moreover, I feel like if I bought this game back in the day, I would have probably been quite happy with it. Because with the price of software back then, there was a certain element of thinking, oh, I've spent 25 quid on this game, I better bloody enjoy it. Because I'm not going to be getting another one for quite some time. But even bearing that in mind, there were a number of games that I bought back in the day and regretted. This wouldn't have been one of them. I would have been happy with this. Sure, there was better stuff around at the time that provided a similar sort of experience. This was most commonly compared to Rainbow Islands, for reasons that are probably obvious. Oh no! No, 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 no. Oh! I want to finish this first level again, just to prove I can do it. Because I have done it. So I guess I've already proved that I can do it. But, you know what I mean. When you do something once and you want to do it again just to prove that it wasn't a fluke. Alright, up. Oh, that jump's so difficult to make. You know what? Let's leave that because I'm dropping my microphone wire on the wall, on the floor. Anyway, a pleasant surprise. One of many pleasant surprises we've had in all these series on my channel is that Edd the Duck for Amiga is not a terrible game. Like I say, it's not an amazing game, but I mean, it's an Edd the Duck game. What were you really expecting? Anyway, let's leave that there for today. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.
It's Ed himself.
I know you're a big fan. Ed, how did you arrange this one? Oh no, not again. Not again. So what you do, you're busy rehearsing, of course.
That's right, because it's Top of the Pops tonight.
Live. Listen to your heart. Yes, we know it's the name of the single. Don't forget, we're back tomorrow morning with Chums Beepsy. Then we're back in the afternoon with Is That a Fact? Then there's also Banana Man, 10 in a Bed, Yogi Bear Show, Corners and Co, which is brilliant, News Round Extra, all that Christmas for Columbus, and then at 5:05, part 2 of the brand new series of Grange Hill. Well, Sonia, you've got to get back off to rehearsals, I gather.
Right,
say bye-bye to Ed, he likes you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.